Now, to say that I am not nervous about telling this story today, I would be lying, because I'm kind of nervous to be telling you guys this story. As we get into it, you will see why. You will figure it out. But I should be okay. I have plenty of sage and holy wood. I think I should be good. We'll wear my pinnacle. So, okay. So, let's get into this paranormal mystery, you guys. So, stories of the Ouija board demon, Zozo, has been circulating around as long as the Ouija board itself has been around. Now you see why I am absolutely nervous about telling you guys this story. I'm sitting on a Ouija board that I painted on my floor, so this is kind of nerve-wracking. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. It's said that this demon is summoned through the use of a Ouija board or other spiritual communications such as seances. What really is Zozo? It really depends on who you're asking. Most people will tell you that Zozo is a demon, a mischievous ghost trying to scare and oppress the living, or just a product of the ideometer. Regardless of Zozo's true identity or origins, tales of encounters with it have become so widespread they have inspired books and horror movies. Some backstory on Zozo is that he is a fallen angel from heaven. Some people believe that Zozo is just another name for Pazuzu. Now, if this is true and Zozo is Pazuzu, then this demon has been around for at least 2,700 years, terrorizing people. Zozo is often said to mimic the voices of lost family members. He is a cruel, sadistic demon who likes to prey on people's insecurities and fears. His favorite thing is to tell people that they are going to die soon. He likes to pretend that he is a different spirit, sometimes even pretending to be 3 spirits at once. Zozo loves to watch his victims squirm with confusion and takes pleasure when a gullible human believes his lies. Now, Zozo is a powerful deceiver, which is not surprising as the devil is claimed to be the master of all lies, and Zozo is a powerful devil in hell under Satan. There are a list of some possible encounters with this Zozo that are actually kind of popular, and I myself have went in and done my research on these I've done my research on these encounters and have came up with possibilities of how they were faked, except for one. I think there might be one, maybe two, that I couldn't come up with anything for. In 1951, I'm sure that everyone has heard of Roland Doe. He was a boy who was possessed by Zozo after using a Ouija board. He was fine after they exorcised the demons out of him. Another one was in 1972. A Los Angeles mother named Doris used a Ouija board and found herself being haunted by a dark entity, which sought her and her family harm. The thing that gets me with her is that she had a known drug addiction and poor relationship with her family. So it turns out that it was possibly all inside of her head. In 1977 to 1979, we have the Infield poltergeist. Sisters that were 11 and 13 were being plagued by a malevolent force. In the end, this encounter was proven to be fake. They caught the girls on camera doing the things on their own, like bending forks and spoons. They were just staging, the girls were staging the incidents themselves. So it was proven that this Zozo encounter was faked. In 2012 in Tombstone, Nevada, a small group of off-duty soldiers decided to mess with a Ouija board. An alleged spirit came through and told them he was a spirit that died in Tombstone. On the way back, One of the soldiers became possessed and attempted to kill everyone in the car. That one I couldn't find anything for besides PTSD, but it still doesn't really make 100% sense to me. Not every encounter with Zozo involves torment. Everyone who has came in contact with Zozo has described experiencing sudden, intense feelings of anger, fear, depression, and suicidal tendencies. Some even experience physical symptoms, headaches, sleepwalking, and in one case, an infection. Zozo has been said to cause strings of bad luck. Now, also, it would be great to say at this point that there are no confirmed deaths associated with Zozo. Every single encounter that I have came across with Zozo are all remotely the same. Somebody sits down at a Ouija board and comes in contact with them and believes they are talking with a loved one. There is one man who, I think he wrote a book. He said that he has came in contact with Zozo on 3 different occasions. The first encounter with Zozo, he said he sat down and started playing the Ouija board, and the planchette frantically started flying between the letters Z and O. He said that he had came to take Evan's family to paradise. When Evan asked where was paradise, the spirit came back and slowly spelled out hell. He said that it also seemed like Zozo had spelled out obscenities in what seemed like Latin or Hebrew. He rushed into the bathroom where his girlfriend was giving his 1-year-old daughter a bath, but his girlfriend was gone. He said that the bathtub was overflowing and his 1-year-old daughter was drowning. Luckily, he was able to save her, but he said that Zozo was responsible for later sending his daughter to the hospital with an unexplainable infection. In another forum, there was a woman who stated that her nephew was running around the house screaming Zozo, repeatedly screaming it, until they were able to calm him down and get him in bed. They said the next morning, the nephew asked them if they could eat out for breakfast. And of course they agreed. Later, they would be on the road for less than 2 minutes and a vehicle would run the stop sign and slam into the side of them. The oldest known story is from 1816. A young girl claimed to be possessed by 3 demons, one of them being Zozo. She would walk up and down the streets on all 4s, whether she be going forwards or would she be going backwards. She sometimes even walked on her hands with her feet in the air. She told people that her strange movements were caused by the demons that possessed her. This caused enough commotion that a priest eventually came in and performed an exorcism. He said that whenever the demon Zozo left her body, it shattered the windows in the room. Now, here we go with the science things, because I like to come up with, I am a firm believer in the paranormal, but I like to also throw in some scientific things that could possibly explain why things do what they do. In 1972, researchers decided to take an experiment to the next level. Psychologists tested if people could really communicate with the supernatural or if it was all just persuasion or human will. This experiment was known as the Philip experiment. And the reason behind this is because researchers told a group of people, there was a man named Philip Aylesford. They instructed this group of people to perform a seance and communicate with this Philip. Now, he's completely fictional. Remember this. Eventually, this group of people became convinced and they could actually feel this Philip's presence. Also thought that they heard knocking sounds on the table and that the table had begun to vibrate. And at one point, even one person saw the table balance itself on 2 legs. Now, this group of people honestly believed that they came in contact with this fictional ghost, and actually he answered their questions. It was proven that the mind can create spirits with its own imagination. If you have watched my Ouija board video, then you would know by now what this is called. I'm not going to repeat myself. If you know what it is, comment below. It's hard to say which is more terrifying. A demon that can possess a child's toy, yes, because that's what a Ouija board is, or the idea of a demon in our subconscious mind that convinces us that what we really fear the most is actually real. So far, it looks as though I'm okay for now. So maybe it is just something in my subconscious mind that made me nervous about making this video. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this paranormal mystery this week. Stick around. New ones every Tuesday. But until next time, be you, love yourself, and stay spooky, and I'll see you guys next time.